Hi, my name is Gia Gandhi, and today I'll be exploring the two different approaches to two key tasks in the VEX Robotics high stakes competition, the intake of rings and the wall stakes scoring mechanisms. I'll compare how these mechanisms accomplish their respective tasks in two different videos and analyze the pros and cons of each. Let's start with the intake mechanism, which is responsible for gathering rings from the ground and moving them through the robot. The goal is to quickly and efficiently move rings from the field to either a scoring mechanism or to be stored for later use. In video number 1, we see a roller-based intake. This design uses rotating wheels to pull rings into the robot. The rollers create a vacuum-like effect, gripping the rings and drawing them inside as the robot moves across the field. One key advantage here is speed. Since the rollers are continuously spinning, they allow the robot to gather multiple rings without stopping. This is particularly useful in a fast paced competition where every second counts. However, a potential downside is that the roller system can struggle with precision. If the rings are scattered at odd angles or placed near obstacles, the rollers might push the rings aside or fail to align them properly. Intake mechanism in video number 2. Now let's look at the intake mechanism in video number 2. Here's the robot Here the robot uses a claw-based or arm-based intake. The claw grips individual rings one at a time, providing more control over each ring's handling. While the claw mechanism moves slowly than the roller system, it offers great precision. This makes it ideal for situations where rings are closely grouped or need to be collected from difficult positions, like under obstacles or in corners. The drawback, of course, is speed. Since the claw can only grab one ring at a time, it takes longer to gather rings, especially if the robot needs to reposition itself frequently. To summarize, the roller based intake in video 1 excels in fast, continuous collection of rings, making it ideal for gathering large numbers of rings in open areas. On the other hand, the claw based intake in video number 2 provides precise, controlled movement, which is useful when rings are scattered or need to be carefully handled. Now let's look at the wall stake scoring mechanisms. The goal here is to move the rings from the intake and elevate them so that they can be placed on higher wall stakes, which are worth more points in the competition. In video number 1, the robot uses a lift based mechanism. This type of system employs a scissor lift or elevator to vertically raise the rings, then carefully place them on the wall stakes. The strength of this design lies in its accuracy, since this lift moves steadily upward. It allows for precise placement of rings at varying heights. This is particularly useful for scoring on taller wall stakes where accuracy is critical. However, the trade off is speed. The lift system takes time to raise and lower, and if the stakes are positioned far apart, the robot may lose valuable time repositioning itself between placements. In contrast, video number 2 shows a more dynamic solution, an arm or catapult mechanism in this design. The arm swings or launches rings onto the wall stakes, allowing for much faster scoring. This mechanism is great for speed as it can quickly launch rings onto the stakes, even from a distance. Robots using this design can cover more ground and place rings further and faster than a lift based system. But with this increase in speed comes a loss in precision. The arm or catapult needs careful calibration to ensure the rings land on the stakes accurately. If misaligned, the robot might miss its target or waste time reattempting the placement. In short, the lift-based mechanism for video number 1 offers precise control over the placement of rings, making it ideal for accurately scoring on taller stakes. However, the arm or catapult mechanism from video number 2 is much faster, though it requires careful calibration to ensure accurate scoring. So, which mechanism is best for these tasks? It really depends on the team's strategy. If the team's priority is speed, I'd say the roller intake combined with the arm or catapult mechanism is the optimal choice. This setup allows for rapid collection and scoring, which is essential for fast paced competitions. But if precision is the team's main focus, say when dealing with rings in tight spaces or scoring on high stakes, then the claw based intake paired with the lift system is your best bet. This combination offers controlled movement and accurate placement, ensuring you hit your scoring targets.